Spline shape can also be controlled using spline handles. In general, you get smoother splines by using fewer control points. It's even possible to create a spline with no control points, only its two endpoints. By default, a two-point spline looks like a straight line, but if you use spline handles to control the tangency at the ends, you can still control the shape without control points. Spline handles are found at every endpoint and control point. You may have to select the spline in order to make the handles visible, depending on your settings. The spline handle is simply a vector that controls the tangency of the spline at that point. Remember that vectors always consist of two values, magnitude and direction. For this reason, the handle can get longer, affecting its magnitude, and it can rotate about the point it's attached to, affecting its direction. The small dot at the end of the arrow enables you to drag both magnitude and direction at the same time. The diamond shape controls just direction, and the arrowhead controls just magnitude. The cursor changes to reflect when you're over different controls. These three splines are all copies of the same two-point spline. The only difference is that the first spline has no handles activated. To activate a handle, just select the spline and the handles will be shown. When you drag a control on the handle, the spline changes shape. So you see in this example, a two-point spline can be used to create a very simple or a more complex shape. In addition to the ends of the splines being controlled by these handles, you can also apply sketch relations, such as tangent and equal curvature to the spline ends, which are applied directly to the handles. The handles can also have horizontal and vertical relations, as well as angular dimensions. In this example, the 120-degree angle has been applied between the handle and the construction line. The 3-inch dimension is actually driving the magnitude of the upper handle, and the horizontal sketch relation icon has also been applied to the handle, making it fully defined. Spline handles on control points can be used symmetrically or asymmetrically. All control point handles have arrows that go in both directions along the spline. The direction handle will always teeter-totter, so one side is always connected to the other. By default, if you pull on the magnitude handle in one direction, the magnitude handle in the other direction does not lengthen symmetrically. Be careful when doing this, because asymmetrical control of tangency magnitude, also called tangency weighting, can cause sharp discontinuities in the curvature, as shown here. The setting called Maintain Internal Continuity can help control this, and is found in the Spline Property Manager. More on this when we talk about spline settings. To get the magnitude handle to function symmetrically, simply drag it while holding down the Alt key.